All right, welcome back, Student of the Game podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. So tonight is going to be our Week 3 NFL 2021 NFL Pick'ems. We off to a slow start, people. All right, I totally had the game wrong for Thursday. I thought the Texans was going to win, but that's what happens when you're picking a team that you root for, because more emotion over logic. All right, but guess what? Only one of my teams are playing on Sunday. That's the Seattle Seahawks. But let's start off with our game one. We have the Tennessee Titans sitting at 1-1, going up against the Indianapolis Colts, who are 0-2. All right, the Colts, man, they are off to a very, very bad start. The Colts, this is a must-win game for them, okay, because they're going up against a division opponent with the Tennessee Titans. But the Tennessee Titans, people, I think they went back to their winning formula with their strength, which is give Derrick Henry the ball, okay? I mean, here's the thing. If you're Ryan Tannehill, you're caught in a situation where you got Julio Jones and A.J. Brown, all right? But you can't possibly feed both of them and have both of those receivers full while you have Derrick Henry. That's the beast that you must feed if you're the Tennessee Titans. And, man, unfortunately, they fed Derrick Henry last week against my Seattle Seahawks. I did not like that. Dude felt like he ran for 357 yards on him, right? But, I think the Tennessee Titans are going to go in with that formula. They're going to go in and try to run the ball against this Indianapolis Colts defense, which they have a solid defense. They got some talent on defense. But the question is Carson Wentz going to play? Is he going to play? Even if he does play, it's like, how healthy is he going to be? All right? We'll see. But I'm rolling with the Tennessee Titans on this game, okay? I trust Ryan Tannehill. I mean, here's the thing. I believe that Carson Wentz is the more talented quarterback, but here, your best ability is your availability. So I don't know how available Carson Wentz is going to be, all right? But I'm going to roll with the Tennessee Titans on this one, all right? Next matchup, we have, the New York Giants versus the Atlanta Falcons. The battle of the 0-2s, two 0-2 teams. Something's got to give, right? Lord knows, I don't think any fans for the Falcons or the Giants want to even end this game in a tie. Somebody's got to win. People. I'm going to roll with the New York Giants because the New York Giants, guess what? They are on, a 10-day break? Last time they played was last Thursday night's game, and they lost a close game against the Washington football team. The Atlanta Falcons, I mean, they are playing at home, but you know what? Let me see. They are playing at home, but let me see. Who did I have on this one? You know what? I am rolling with the New York Giants on this one. People. All right. Actually, no, this game is going to be in New York. I don't know why I thought it was going to be in Atlanta, so excuse me, okay? I'm rolling with the New York Giants, people. The Falcons normally play a little bit better at home, but they have not been able to win at home this year. So if they normally play better at home, I don't think they're going to play all that good on the road. Even if they do play good on the road on this game, I don't think they're going to win. So I'm rolling with the New York Giants. All right, the next game, we have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Los Angeles Chargers. I almost said San Diego Chargers, all right? Well, a lot of people are hyping up this Justin Herbert and Patrick Mahomes matchup, but I don't see where the hype is coming from. Is Justin Herbert a pretty good quarterback? Yes, he is. He's not a scrub. He's above average. But guess what? We're talking about Patrick Mahomes here, people. Let me tell you something. You have to, how do I describe it? You have to win more games, more meaningful games to be even considered in a rivalry with Patrick Mahomes, people. Number one, you got to start off by at least making the playoffs. Justin Herbert, last time I checked, hasn't made the playoffs. And let me tell you something. He actually looked better in his rookie year than he does right now. You know why? Because his former head coach, Anthony Lynn, got fired unnecessarily. Now he's over there in Detroit helping out Jared Goff, who's actually looking pretty good. Jared Goff's numbers is looking better than Justin Herbert's numbers right now. Justin Herbert is 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions right now, people. Okay? And he looks better. He looked a lot better under Anthony Lynn. It's the truth. Go Google it. His QBR rating was better under Anthony Lynn. I know it's 2 games, but guess what? Hey, this is a 17-game season, people. 2 games means a lot. All right? But I'm rolling with the Kansas City Chiefs on this one, man. I'm rolling with the Chiefs, all right? The Chargers, they're gonna play they're gonna play a good game. I like their defense. I like Bosa. Bosa is nice, all right. But I think the Kansas City Chiefs, hey, they just lost the game, a close game Sunday night, and guess what? They're ready to get that bad taste out of their mouths. Okay, I trust Coach Andy Reid, so I'm rolling with the Kansas City Chiefs on this one, people. The next matchup, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cincinnati Bengals. I like Joe Burrow. Did I ever tell you I'm a big fan of Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow is thorough. That dude is the man, all right? But the Bengals, they can't protect them. But guess what? On the other side of the ball, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they struggle to protect Big Ben Roethlisberger. Now, if you're Big Ben Roethlisberger, check this out, man. You've been in the league for 30-something years right now. You should be able to read defenses enough to the point where you should be able to audible or get a good snap count or be able to read the defense to the point where you're getting that ball out quickly, okay? Big Ben, he loves to throw downfield and stuff, and I get it. But here's the thing, man. Your offensive line is not able to hold up right now. I do believe that eventually throughout the season, as the season progresses, that this Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line is going to become better. All right, but right now, Big Ben, you're going to have to get that ball out a little bit early. Okay, I'm hoping to see Najee Harris have a good game too, whatever. But the Bengal defense has been pretty solid against running backs. They shut down David Montgomery. They shut down Dalvin Cook. So I don't know. Najee Harris is going to have his work cut out for him. But I have the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this game, people. Next matchup, we have the Browns of Cleveland versus the Bears of Chicago. 2 1-1s. Okay, this game here is going to be in Cleveland at First Energy Stadium. I never been there, but I heard good things about it, right? This is going to be rookie Justin Fields' first start, okay, on the road against a very talented Cleveland Brown defense. So I don't think the Bears are going to win this game. If they do win this game, the Bears defense are going to have to do what the Bears defense does. Now, if you did watch the Browns versus Texans last week, the Texans were able to cause the Browns to commit some turnovers and stuff, but they just wasn't able to fully capitalize on it. So if you're the Bears, I mean, hey, and see, here's the thing with the Texans. Maybe if Tyrod Taylor played the whole game, maybe they would have had a chance. But the thing about it is this. The Browns pretty much, this is back-to-back games where they're going against rookie quarterbacks. I do trust this Brown defense over the rookie Justin Fields. But if the Bears are going to win, their defense is going to have to commit turnovers, and they're going to have to score off those turnovers. But I got the Cleveland Browns winning this game. Okay, the next matchup, we have the Baltimore Ravens at 1-1 versus the Detroit Lions at 0-2. All right, the Detroit Lions, they got off to a good start last week against the Packers, but they wasn't able to capitalize. This game here is going to be in Detroit, so maybe some home field advantage, home field cooking is going to do the Detroit Lions some justice. But guess what, man? I trust Lamar Jackson. Now, I did hear that several players for the Baltimore Ravens tested positive for COVID, so I'm not sure if they're going to be playing. Lamar Jackson is questionable. If Lamar Jackson is playing, I'm rolling with the Baltimore Ravens. If he is not playing, I'm rolling with the Detroit Lions, okay? That's going to be my disclaimer, and I'm sticking to it. Next, we have the New England Patriots versus the New Orleans Saints, the Who Dat Nation. All right, Who Dat Nation got blown out last week. I don't know what went wrong with them. With that game, I understand it's the Carolina Panthers. It's a division opponent. I expected the game to be a lot more competitive. But I'm rolling with Bill Belichick. This game is going to be in Foxborough. The New Orleans Saints players, they've been in and out of different hotels and stuff. It's been pretty rocky for them. That's what I heard or whatever. But you got to find a way to win ball games. But I don't think they're going to find a way to beat the New England Patriots. I don't see that. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Cardinals versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. This game is going to be in Jacksonville. Let's see. So far, people don't realize it that here's the thing. Trevor Lawrence, he's been protected. Okay, he has not been sacked that much this year. They've been doing a good job protecting him. All right, but you're going up against Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt. So I don't think it's going to be good for him. They're going to be all up in his grill. You got Buda Baker you got to worry about. But, man, I do like Trevor Lawrence. I do like Urban Meyer as a coach, but I just don't see them winning this game. Not the way Kyler Murray is balling in the Arizona Cardinals. And if you're DeAndre Hopkins, hey, man, you're familiar with playing in Jacksonville, man. So I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to win this game. I hate to admit that, but, yes, they are going to win this game. Next game, we have the Buffalo Bills versus the Washington football team. Interesting fact right here. Buffalo Bills coach Sean McDermott and Washington football team head coach Ron Rivera used to coach together, I believe, when they was that in Carolina, I think? I believe in Carolina, right? But I'm I'm rolling with the Buffalo Bills here. Taylor Heineke, he did a real good job 10 days ago. But listen, you're going up against Buffalo in Buffalo. Buffalo Bills, they're good. They are a good team. They have a real good defense. But the Washington football team, they're very, very good. Their front seven is very, very good at stuffing the run. So I don't know if Singletary is going to get a lot of rushing yards in this game. But I tell you what, I think the Buffalo Bills are going to win this game, especially if Josh Allen is who the media is playing him out to be. All right. Next matchup, we have the Broncos of Denver versus the New York Jets. How about them Jets, people? Sitting at 0-2 versus the 2-0 Broncos. Man, why nobody's not talking about the Broncos enough, right? Outside of people in Denver. Okay, Teddy Bridgewater. This game is going to be in Mile High. I trust Teddy Bridgewater. As long as he's out there healthy playing, I think the Denver Broncos is going to win this game without a shadow of a doubt. All right, next matchup, we have the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Miami Dolphins. That's my fin noise. Well, check this out. I like Jacoby Brissett. I think Jacoby Brissett, he's more sure of himself than Tua is. Hopefully Tua can have a speedy recovery. Even though the Dolphins got blown out last week, their defense did a pretty good job. They just could not get much done on the offense. So what I'm going to do is, because this team got blown out, and 62% or is it 63% of teams historically in the NFL, after they get blown out and embarrassed, the next week they come back and win. So I'm rolling with this Miami Dolphin team. I don't care that they're in Vegas. Guess what? Right now the Vegas Raiders are struggling to run the football. When you're going up against this Dolphins defense, you're going to have to be able to run the football, because guess what? I mean, you got Xavier Howard out there, man. You don't want to be throwing the ball his way. Trust me, you don't. But I think the Dolphins are going to win this game. I think the defense is going to set the tone. I also think that Jacoby Brissett is going to have a big game. Do not sleep on Jacoby Brissett, people. The dude is good. Very, very talented. So I'm rolling with the Miami Dolphins on this one. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Vikings versus my Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks going to be playing on the road here. The Seahawks lost a tough game last week. The Vikings are 0-2. Man, I can't see. Man, this right here, man, I could see Seattle losing this game. Unfortunately, I mean, if you're the Vikings, if you go 0-3, you can almost kiss going into the playoffs goodbye. As a matter of fact, I don't even have the Minnesota Vikings making the playoffs this year. But this game here, man, like I say, Kirk Cousins, he can still throw the ball. But you know what? Forget that. Kirk Cousins can play, but guess what? Russell Wilson can play too. I think Russell Wilson, you know what? He knows what he has to do. He knows, hey, you know what? Forget being up by 2 touchdowns. We need to go about 4 or 5 touchdowns. You know what? Russ burnt last week's meal. So I think Russ is going to make a real good meal this week in Minnesota. I'm going to make some Viking stew, I believe. Got some Vikings on the Barbie. So I think he's going to do that. And in Russ, I trust. And I think the Seahawks are going to take care of business, all right? The next matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Los Angeles Rams. This is going to be a great game here, people. 2-0 teams. Unfortunately, Antonio Brown is not going to be playing. But what's the other guy named Miller? I think he's going to do a real good job in that slot spot. But, man, this game is going to be in Los Angeles. If you're Matthew Stafford, here's the thing. Matthew Stafford always been known as a talented quarterback, but can he win big games? And this is going to be one. He hasn't played in many big games throughout his career. So this is going to be considered a big game for Matthew Stafford to see where he stands with Tom Brady. But here's the thing though. Earlier today, a lot of people, they have the Los Angeles Rams ranked higher than the Buccaneers. You really don't want to face Tom Brady the following week after, your team has been ranked higher than his, because that's saying that you're better than his team. I know it's not the Rams saying that, but it's the national media saying that Tom Brady is a competitor, one of the most elite competitors ever. So I'm rolling with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers still on this one. So I think Tom Brady is going to show out in Los Angeles, people. Watch. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco 49ers versus the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers going to win this game because I refuse to say that the Niners are going to win. Now, let me chill with my bias. They're going to be playing in Santa Clara. Seriously, though, but I'm rolling with the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers is from California. He's going to go out there and do his thing, people. This is not the same 49ers defense that used to torture him and used to sack the hell out of him back in the day in the Jim Harbaugh era. But I do think the Green Bay Packers are going to win this game here. It's going to be a close game. I can't hate on the 49ers, even though they're rivals with my Seahawks. But I think the Packers, a run is going to lead his team to victory in this matchup. The Monday Night Football game, okay, this is going to be a tricky one. We have the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys. This game here is going to be in Arlington, Texas. Let's see. You know what? I'm rolling with Dak Prescott. I trust Dak Prescott in the primetime game over Jalen Hurts. I'm not saying Jalen Hurts cannot perform in primetime, but, man, I know what I'm getting with Dak Prescott, man. He is that dude. He is that damn good, in my opinion. I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to win this game. I have the Dallas Cowboys winning the division. So one of the first steps in order to win the division, you must win games against your division opponent. And Philadelphia Eagles, since they're the division opponent for the Cowboys, I think the Cowboys are going to win this game, people. All right? So let's go ahead and do a quick recap right quick. Let's certify our picks. Certified. You know, a lot of things in life is not legit until it's certified. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be certified in this situation. So our first game that we have up, let's once again recap. I have the Tennessee Titans beating the Indianapolis Colts. All right. I have the Giants beating the Falcons. We have the Chiefs beating the Chargers. Steelers over Bengals. Browns over Bears. Ravens over Lions. Patriots over Saints. Cardinals over Jaguars. Bills over Washington Football Team. Broncos over Jets. Dolphins over Raiders. Seahawks over Vikings. Buccaneers over Rams. Packers over 49ers. And Cowboys over Eagles. All right, so if you're listening to the podcast, hey, man, share your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know who do you think are going to win tomorrow's games and the Monday night game. All right, share your thoughts below. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you're listening to the podcast, hey, wherever you listen to your podcast at, please hit that subscribe button as well. And go ahead in the comment section, in the review section, and let me know who do you think is going to win Sunday's games, whether or not if you agree or disagree. I would like to know, and we can compare and contrast on Tuesday when we do a recap of Week 3 NFL 2021 Pick'ems. Thank y'all for tuning in. Student of the Game Podcast. Peace out.